Life is a casino. We don't sink, we just hit them off with C-notes. And you can bet it all. I'ma be the last one standing tall. Joey Molino.
What's up, G?
Life is a casino. We don't sink, we just hit them off with
Tell us about ourselves.
And you can bet it all. I'ma be the last one standing tall. Joey Molino.
With Joey Merlino.
This is Lil Snuff from the Skinny Joey Merlino podcast. We would like to thank you for watching. Head on over to Patreon for the full episode. Joe, it's time to take some time out to talk about our sponsor.
Tell them about the Blue Chew Snuff, how easy it is to get and how it works.
Absolutely. Guys, remember the days when you're always ready to go? Now you can increase your performance and get extra confidence in the bedroom. Listen up, BlueChew.com. You can take them anytime, any day, at night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever the opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription in days.
That sounds easy enough.
Blue Chew wants to help you have a better sex life. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Chew it and do it. And we got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use the promo code SKINNY at checkout.
I tried that. I couldn't put my fucking thing in Skinny. I didn't get nothing. No, it work. How does it work?
It works great. Visit BlueChew.com. Promo code SKINNY. Receive your first month free. Welcome back to episode 28. The Skinny with Joey Merlino and Lil Snuff. We're back at Podcast Junkie Studio in Boca Raton, Florida. Don't forget, you can find us on Patreon. Make sure you subscribe. YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. What's up, Kujin?
What's up, Kujin? We got our boy here.
Yes, we do. Michael Mizrachi.
They say Mizrachi.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't talk like that.
A.K.A. Grinder.
The Grinder. I know him as the Grinder.
Yes, sir.
The best.
So
best
this
poker
episode,
player in a country.
This
Thank
episode
you
is
guys
about
for having
poker.
me, bro.
Oh,
Thanks for having me.
absolutely. Listen, we're happy we could have had you. We had Don King, was supposed to come on the show today. Unfortunately, he got a little sick. I mean, he is older now, so
He's 92.
Yeah.
so he will be on in the future.
Hopefully, a speedy recover, Mr. King, and we'll see you soon.
And
Absolutely.
they replaced him with a 43-year-old degenerate.
Hey, listen, that's perfect.
He was
for our
coming on
show.
anyway. Grinder was coming on anyway.
Yeah. Well, listen, for people who don't know, why don't you introduce yourself and just give them a little background of who you are, where you came from, and how you started in the poker world.
Okay, well, I started the poker world. It's actually, I looked up to my mom and my older brother, Robert.
Okay.
So I used to go when I was like 15 years old. My mom used to go to play Israeli rummy. And I used to I said, Mom, I'm not going to school. I sit behind the car. I said, Mom, I'm going with you. I want to go watch you play poker.
Okay.
So I just go to the houses and just hang out with her and then watching her play. I'm just like, man, I love cards. This is for me. This life is for me. And I don't want to do anything besides playing cards. So, we're degenerate, and the whole family's degenerates. My father liked to gamble. My mom liked to gamble. They're always at the casinos.
You got the gene.
And it was in the genes. So she actually played with one of the ladies she was playing with. I used to date. I was like the first boyfriend for one of the daughters.
Okay,
I actually dated, when I was a young kid. And then, so I used to go on cruise ships underage. I used to go to the casinos underage. I used to skip high school. I was sitting in my car, just heading up to the Seminole Casino.
So you were just always wanting to gamble.
Yeah. Always on the cruise ships underage, just done a lot of shit.
Did you graduate school?
I did graduate high school. I don't know how I did it,
Yeah,
but I did it.
All right, well, that's a good sign.
Yeah, I had to get all A's in my senior year, but I got kicked out. From 9th to 11th, I was going to Hollywood Hills. And my senior year, they kicked me out because I was skipping class. I was always sleeping in class, going to casinos. Yeah, and I was like, fuck it. This is my life. I enjoy it.
Where did your poker career start at?
Well, it started down in South Florida. We started like we were going to all the casinos. It was just Seminole casinos, but it was actually just quarters. It was not the maximum pot is $10.
Oh, it wasn't like it is today, right?
No, so I had to go on the cruise ship. So it was bigger games on the cruise ship. So I was playing $1 to 1 to 5 7-card stud spread limit. That's where I first started. Then I started playing limit hold'em. So
You got to be playing with older people, right?
A lot older people. I was the youngest guy. And I was underage too.
Yeah.
So I was probably like 16, 17 years old going on this cruise ship. I was the Seascape. I don't know if you heard of it.
I never went on a cruise ship before.
It went out of
Did you
Port
ever go on a
Everglades.
cruise, Joe?
No.
I mean, neither. I'm scared to go on them cruise ships.
No, they're fucking safe.
Yeah, I know they're safe, but you're always on the water. Like I want to go.
The worst thing is, how about when you go broke, where you can't get money? You got to jump off the fucking boat.
Yeah.
Fucking get money.
Well, actually, when I was going on the cruise ships, right? So I was playing this blackjack machine and malfunctioned, right? And I was figuring out how the fuck this is like the greatest thing ever. Like no one knows. So I used to put in like $100, and all my tickets were. You have to bet all in. So you get all your tickets or your receipts are 200 or 100. So you just bet all in, bet everything you have. So all my tickets are 100. Either break in or I make $100
Every time.
Long story short, I did it for like I probably made like 20 grand when I was probably 17 years old. My biggest fuck up. I told my best friend. Then he told his friends before you know it's on the news.
It's over.
It's on the news.
Yeah, you can't tell nobody.
you can't.
Trust
After that, I never say a word to anybody. I don't tell anybody.
Well, now, like you say, you're young, 16, 17 years old, going on cruise ships, playing. You're always around older people. What made you want to just keep going into the poker world? Did you want to do anything else? Because I read that you wanted to become a doctor when you were younger. Is that true?
I don't know why. Who came up with that? Because my mom was she was starting to be an RN.
Okay.
And I was like, I'll help you out, because I like books, I like reading, whatever.
Yeah.
But this is like, I don't know where it came. Who put that out on
Yeah, I've seen
Wikipedia
that.
or whatever? They said I want to be a doctor, but I was never a doctor. Maybe Dr. Poker.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking doctor.
But no, doctor, not.
Where was your first big win at that you could remember where you really like felt it? Where
my
you said, I want to do this?
First biggest win was probably at the first off, I was working at the Seminole Casino for a little bit. I was a dealer.
Okay.
And I met the girl, the baby mama Lily. I had 3 kids with her.
Okay.
And I told her we both ended up. I get fired. I was working at the Seminole Casino, so on my termination sheet, it was so long. I did everything possible wrong. So one day they called me up.
Rap
And go,
sheet.
So go, Mike, where the fuck are you? I was like, buddy, I'm in a snowstorm. What do you tell me? It doesn't snow in Florida. I was like, I'm stuck in New York. And after I got fired, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. So I went down. Actually drove up to Foxwoods for 30 days, played 7-card stud, a big game. I won like 70,000 and never looked back since then. But I mean, a lot of ups and downs.
Of course.
But, yeah.
Well, gambling, you're always going to have ups and downs. We have ups and downs every day gambling.
So it's I started there. Then, but actually, my first biggest win, I think, was in Bellagio, 2004. I think it was like 100-something thousand.
Wow.
That's when it started. Yeah.
Well, you
That's
feel
when the career
it's like
started.
real money.
Yeah. Then he felt it was like I had a crazy situation too. Like I was all in. Guy had kings. The other guy has kings. So they're pretty much dead. The other guy's jacks. I got aces. Wow. It was like 4-way all in pot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I won that one.
So now, as you're winning this kind of big money, when did you start getting involved in like the tournament life? Did you live in Vegas at this time, or were you always in Florida?
I was in Florida, but I lived in Vegas for like maybe 5 years till my kids needed mandatory schooling. And I decided when they're 5 years old, I was like, I'm going back to Florida. But I'm always in and out of Vegas.
Could you imagine if we lived in Vegas?
Be dead.
Yeah.
Well, I'm there all the time now.
Yeah. Well, you're leaving tomorrow, you said again.
Leaving tomorrow again, yeah. Just came back. I was going for like a week, and I ended up stuck there for 3 months. Came back home for 2 weeks, and I'm like, I got to go back.
We missed you at the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
We were at the Super Bowl for 3 days. I couldn't wait to leave. I couldn't wait to get out of there.
That was nice, but it's too much.
It's too much.
I sold 4 Super Bowl tickets that I didn't even have. I sold there, but I got it done. So I was actually sleeping during the Super Bowl. I was sleeping.
You must have sold them to Joey D because he didn't get
No,
his.
I didn't sell
Yeah,
to Joey.
he didn't get his tickets. That was a nightmare.
Yeah.
It was a good experience, though, being there. Were you two ever in Vegas together?
Me and him,
Yeah.
A couple years ago, Bellagio.
How was that?
No, it's nuts. He was winning too, blackjack, right? He was up like 150,000. I went over. I said, "Give me some money." He said, "What do you want?" I said, "Give me 100." He said, "What the fuck? You gonna take it all?"
Yeah.
He gave me 100. I lost it in how fast did I lose it?
A couple hands, a few hands.
4 hands max.
Got 5 hands. I lost 100.
Don't you still owe me 100?
I didn't pay you yet. I'll give it to you. I got you next week. You got
Next
it.
week. Next
couple
week.
weeks.
When we sign a bigger
No, he
deal.
never asked me though.
That's
I'll
what
give it
everyone
to
says
you.
next week.
No, I'm gonna give
Yeah.
it to you. As soon as I sign a deal, you got
That's
it.
right.
No, he
Listen,
never asked. He's a sport.
when you're in the
They give you a
gambling,
shirt off his back.
exactly. When you're in the gambling community, you're always helping out other gamblers. It's
Yeah.
so crazy.
It's,
Who don't have money? If you win, you got to
He
take
owes,
care of
I
your
owe,
boy.
they owe.
Everybody owes
It's
everybody.
a circle.
Yeah.
It never stops.
No, I really don't. Now, when you're still in Vegas, is that when you get in your first tournament, or were you in Florida when you did your first tournament?
Well, actually, the first, like the big one was Vegas, what I won. I was actually more of a cash game player. I started as a cash game player. Then I tried to work my way as a tournament player. I was learning from other people. I was trying to be like a transformer, get everybody's knowledge and put it in one, and then just come up. I'm more of like an instincts.
Okay.
So I'm a field player. I don't do like the mathematical, all these fucking guys with the sunglasses.
That's what I wanna know.
They want to be robots, so I don't do it. I play really fast, and I know how to do it already. So why
Yeah.
waste any time? I want to get as many hands as you can get out. If I
hate
feel like I have an
poker.
edge.
You gotta have patience.
Too
though.
boring for me.
I can't win. I go broke in 3 hands.
Because
all
we
in,
have no
all in.
patience. We
You
want
sit there.
instant
I got the guys with the
satisfaction.
fucking headphones on, the glasses.
What is that about? Why do they do that?
I don't know, just so you can get no tells, pick up any tells from them. So
Guys
that's all.
wearing masks and
Yeah, I've never
Like I
worn
said, I don't
glass.
bluff.
I don't wear
You got to bluff in poker, though, right?
I bluff a lot.
So
So
I'm saying,
actually,
that's the game, right?
I'm known to bluff a lot. So I try to like re-strategize now. I was like, I have to minimize the bluffs as much as I can. So I already have a bad reputation for bluffing.
Right.
Of course.
So might as well
So
not
they're
as
gonna call you.
minimize.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to call me anyway. So I might as well wait
It
for a
actually
good.
works probably
yeah.
for you most
It
of the
still
time.
works in my
because-
favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when you're, like you said, growing up and you're getting into the poker, who were you looking at as a poker player back then? Did you have anybody you took a lot of knowledge off of?
Well, I used to hang out like with Phil Ivey a lot. We used to go party together, done
Yeah.
a lot of crazy shit.
Right.
I looked up to him.
Is he
He's still
that
one of the best
smart?
poker players.
Everybody says
he's just
he's
good
the
at everything.
sharpest guy around.
He's the sharpest guy. You know, Daniel Negreanu. I remember back in the days we had somebody we used to talk shit to each other online.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah.
But you know, we were friends after that.
I like him.
He's
I like
he's a
watching
good
all that
guy.
stuff.
And just a lot more like Doyle Brunson. He just passed away.
Yeah.
But all
Oh,
those
he's
guys-
the legend.
Yeah, he's
Doyle
a legend.
Brunson was a legend.
So I look up like those are the guys I know. I don't even know the new poker world because
Yeah.
I'm like
It's
kind
all
of
new
like
guys, right?
There's so many new guys, so many great players. People like teaching people online how to play, and
Everything
there's so many
seems like
videos.
it's going online now.
So it's a
just-
lot tougher now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as easy
How
as
the
it used
fuck
to
you
be.
teach somebody? I mean, you got to have the cards too, right?
Yeah, you got to have the cards, but I guess there is a strategy. I mean, there's strategy to everything. Just
Yeah, of course. I mean, you have to learn how to play without cards.
That's the key.
Yeah.
That's the key to
that's
winning.
the key, and that's where you bluff at, or
Yeah.
whatever you
That's
do.
the key. Yeah, anybody can play a good hand.
Yeah.
It's not what you have; it's what they think you have. So you have to, if you're gonna
Yeah.
play a hand, you got to make them think
It's
you have that
mental.
hand,
It's a
even
mental
though you
game.
don't have it.
Yeah, it's definitely a mental game for sure.
And
Yeah.
betting the position you're in means
That's
a lot
all.
too, right?
Yeah, hand selection. Definitely position on the table. Obviously, whoever has the dealer button is last act, so you're the favorite.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like in blackjack, they're playing blackjack. Their last act, that's why the dealer's favorite
Right.
against you.
Well,
Yeah.
in blackjack, I never see nothing
No,
like
they
it.
cheat.
I have never in my
cheat.
life seen how dealers they can't bust. Seven
Right.
cards. Seven cards.
Especially when they're showing a picture, they always have a 20, right?
Always.
Never,
Always.
never not. Did you see on TikTok and all how they're exposing these casinos?
Well, they
that
make
kid
you go.
Mickey.
They make you go
Yeah,
first.
I watched a little bit.
They
Yeah.
make you go first.
Yeah.
But
Like you
it's
said, you're the
it's actually worse in Europe, I think, because Europe they don't show the two cards. So you only get the dealer has the one card.
One card, yeah.
So they can have
Really?
blackjack already, and you get screwed. If you double down on one hand, you get screwed.
And you have
lose
no
both.
idea.
Yeah, you have no idea yet. So it's even worse.
So if the dealer's got like here, if the dealer's got
The
blackjack,
other do
you
two cards.
Right.
Yeah, you lose whatever happened, but you can
Right.
lose twice as much money in Europe in some casinos.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's ridiculous.
I
It
can't
really
win.
is. You
A guy-
can't beat them.
A guy
Can't
texted me
beat them.
today. He said, "I'm done with blackjack." He said he had 5,000 on two hands. He had 20 on both. The dealer pulled 5-card 21.
Like
can't
it's
win.
nothing. Like
You're-
it's nothing.
You hear that every day, and they're back tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, of course.
yeah, I know.
so-
Or maybe back in an hour, not even tomorrow.
yeah, you're right. Go home, go to the ATM
ATM
machine,
come-
get more
No,
money.
them motherfuckers
Yeah.
cheat though.
They do.
I'm telling you, a friend of mine. He's going to do our cigars. I went to dinner with him. He counts cards.
Yeah.
He said to me, he was in the Hard Rock. They had 6 decks. He counted 7 4 spades.
There you go.
Only got 6 decks. So he said, plus that ain't counting the cut.
Yeah.
There might have been
Yeah,
3
yeah,
more in there.
Yeah. See?
And he told them, turn the cards. I want them counted. And they told him, no, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck
He
out.
said
They'll
he
kick
quit.
you out.
They kick
Yeah,
you
they
out
They'll
immediately.
86 you if you try to do
Yeah.
that.
Anything that you try
If
and
you ain't
prove, you're
cheating,
done.
if I ain't cheating, you can take the cards home with you. Here, take them, count them.
That's crazy. It really is. We would like to thank you for watching. Head on over to Patreon for the full episode.
We don't sing, we just hit 'em off.
Tell us about it, fellas.
And you can bet it all. I'ma be the last one standing tall. Joey Marino.
With Joey Merlino.
This is Lil Snuff from the Skinny Joey Merlino podcast. We would like to thank you for watching. Head on over to Patreon for the full episode.